Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am Kenneth Updike. And today I will discuss with you the history and facts on the original Cub Cadet tractor, the creation of a small industrial tractor necessary to meet the growing needs of small industrial and commercial customers. The Cub and Cub Lowboy tractors were too big for some of these applications. A smaller, yet just as rugged, tractor needed to be designed by IH to meet this emerging market. From this marketing need, the first hybrid tractor was designed and built by IH by mating time-proved components from the Cub with newly tooled and outside vendor parts. Several prototypes were examined by IH Engineering. Wagner Manufacturing of Milwaukee, Wisconsin assembled a prototype unit for IH in hopes of winning IH's business in the small tractor market. It was based on their belt-drive Little Giant lawn tractor. It was styled like the IH 4, 60, 5, 60 and 6, 60 series tractors in both the paint scheme and grille details. This unit was rejected by IH as being too light and not worthy of the IH name. Another idea was to use the hood/gas tank and grille from the Cub tractor to create a newer, smaller scale tractor called the Cub Cadet. At least one prototype of this was built, but the final design abandoned the idea of using the Cub hood/gas tank and retained the use of the Cub transmission and differential, by using as many parts as possible from the current Cub/Cub Lowboy tractors. IH could keep its tooling cost at a minimum and deliver a new product to the marketplace in a short period of time. The transmission and differential housing and their related internal components were borrowed from the Cub, with a new front axle, frame, grille, hood, seat, and engine added to create the International Cub Cadet tractor. This tractor did not have a model number and is generally known as the original Cub Cadet. It should be noted that all references in this book to this tractor are made using this terminology. IH estimated its potential sales volume of the original tractor to be 500 units per year. In the first year of tractor production alone, the original sold over 23,000 units. IH sold almost 65,000 units of the original in its 1960 to 1963 production run. For the industrial applications, IH developed a front push blade and two-bladed rotary mowing deck. IH also estimated the majority of these tractors were to be sold to industrial and commercial users rather than residential. For the industrial applications, the exact opposite occurred. Once the public saw and drove the original, they bought one. Today the original Cub Cadet, rated at 7 horsepower, seems grossly underpowered compared to its modern-day counterparts, but to garden tractor aficionados the original is a true keeper of a tractor. That helps explain its popularity with IH and garden tractor enthusiasts around the world. It's ironic to note that a machine designed for industrial use could be accepted so well in a residential setting. This tractor actually ended up having design changes made specifically for a use it was not originally intended for. Now onto the engine for the Cub Cadet original. IH specified a single-cylinder 4-cycle air-cooled engine as the power plant for the new tractor. Kohler engines offered exactly what IH wanted. The Kohler Model K1, 61S electric start or the K1, 61T recoil start engine was used. These single-cylinder, air-cooled engines feature 3-ring pistons, cast-iron camshaft, centrifugal-type engine governor, direct gear driven from the camshaft, oil bath-style air cleaner, 3/4-inch side draft carburetor, and splash lubrication of internal parts. An external mounted coil and condenser can be seen on the left side of the engine, as can the air cleaner and carburetor. The K-series engines feature a cast-iron block assembly and a cast aluminum cylinder head. These are 4-cycle, air-cooled gasoline-powered engines that are splash lubricated. Because the engine was placed on top of the frame, a flat cast metal oil pan was used. This pan has its drain plug located on the side of the pan, not underneath it. The engine was placed backward in the chassis as Kohler considered the flywheel blower housing end as the front of the engine. Cub Cadet continues to mount their engines in this manner through the current machines. By having the crankshaft extended to the front of the tractor, an engine-driven PTO could be added to provide power to various implements. The original used the button-style muffler by Kohler. Its exhaust exited the left side of the tractor. All mufflers have a galvanized aluminized finish. All models have a cylindrical-shaped, steel fuel tank that is mounted above and to the rear of the engine. The tank holds 5 quarts of gasoline. The tank feeds fuel via gravity flow to the carter carb on the engine. A glass sediment bowl or filter assembly screws directly into the tank and serves as the fuel filter. Electric starting and manual start both were available. The electric starting was done by mounting a Delco combination starter/generator on the right side of the engine. When acting as the starter, the unit drew voltage from the battery to power the generator. Once the engine fired and was running, the unit converted to a generator and sent voltage back to the battery to recharge the cells and power other electrical components. The metal identification tag riveted on the fan shroud of the engine was masked off for the painting process. All engines were painted before the tractors were assembled. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes part 1 of the program for today on the Cub Cadet original. Be sure to watch part 2 coming up next. Thanks for watching. This is Kenneth Updike wishing you a good night, and remember folks, why farm half when you can farm all? Good night.